Welcome to this evening's vigil and call to shine a light on domestic violence awareness. I'm Rabbi Louis Paulison from Congregation Or Atid, just up Route 126 here in Wayland. In Hebrew, we welcome each other by saying, Bruchim habaim, bruchot habaot. Blessed are those who gather together. Thank you for gathering with your neighbors, members of your houses of worship, and others from Sudbury, Wayland, and Lincoln. While we all dream of a day where we do not need to gather to shine a light on the issue of domestic violence, it is important that we do come together now to remember those who have died, to recognize those who have survived, and to rally all of us to action. By gathering together tonight, the co-sponsors of tonight's event, the Sudbury Wayland Lincoln Roundtable, the Lauren Dunn Astley Memorial Fund, and the Wayland Interfaith Leaders Association, all hope that our connections to each other in this critical work will grow stronger. I'd like to note that in the Hebrew calendar, the Jewish people are currently celebrating the holiday of Sukkot, Sukkot, known in English as the Festival of Tabernacles or the Feast of Booths. To prepare for this holiday, Jewish people traditionally build and decorate temporary outdoor huts called Sukkot. Then for a week, we symbolically dwell in these Sukkot by eating our meals in our sukkahs, and if the weather cooperates, some people even sleep in their sukkah. Not so much tonight. This holiday of Sukkot is all about the beauty and the fragility of everything that we build and all that we experience. Our relationships and our homes and our communities. And Sukkot is also about our responsibility to make our relationships, our homes, and our communities into places of safety and justice, of loving kindness and joy. Sukkot is about our obligation to rebuild and to heal the world, and to transform it into a Sukkat Shalom, a dwelling place of peace and well-being. And so we join together on this evening of Sukkot and for our vigil. Please join me now, if you have not already, in turning on your candle, a small symbol of shining the light on domestic violence awareness. Thank you.
Good evening, and thanks to everyone for being here. I'm Dan Lewis. I'm a board member of the Lauren Dunn Astley Memorial Fund. And I'm here to acknowledge and to thank the number of people who will come up to read names of victims this year. Our readers today represent the wide range of community leaders and resources who are committing to shining the light. Representative Carmine Gentile, Chief Nix of the Sudbury Police, Chief Berman of the Wayland Police, Allison Mizuguchi from Wayland High School, Janie Dretler from Sudbury Select, and Carol Martin from Wayland Select. Thank you for participating in this reading and this work together. If those people could come up and line up to my left, we'll begin.
And these are the names of all of the homicide victims for the last year since we last gathered together. This year there will be 16 names.
November 25th, 2011, Deja Jenkins Minus, age 22. December 11, 2021, Paula Andrea Ortiz Ramirez, age 48. December 17th, 2021, Shirley Owen, age 49.
March 27th, 2022, Usama Shahat, brother of domestic violence victim, age 24. May 10th, 2022, Kiana Page Barrows, age 20.
December 21st, 2021, Cheryl Pringle, age 40. January 29th, 2022, John O'Keefe, age 46.
May 10th, 2022, Turkesia Boykins, age 40. May 19th, 2022, Yahira Suarez, age 31. May 29th, 2022, Jillian Rosado, age 38.
June 20th, 2022, Mario Ramos de los Santos, age 30. July 16th, 2022, Mary Anderson, age 23. July 17th, 2022, Narian Pereira de Silva, age 30.
July 19, 2022, Jamal Sutson, age 38. July 23, 2022, Desiree Lopez, age 36. September 2nd, 2022, Helene de Lima Ferreira de Castro, age 38.
My name is Alyssa Lee. I'm the ministerial intern here at First Parish in Wayland. Please join me in the spirit of prayer or meditation. Spirit of love and connection, as we listen to these names tonight, we are filled with sadness and the longing that someday this violence will come to an end. But it can feel so big sometimes, overwhelming even, and we struggle for understanding and for a sense of reassurance. In those moments, help us remember to look to the light of this community. We ask for comfort for those who have lost someone they love to domestic violence or dating abuse, as well as for those who have experienced it firsthand. We ask for strength for this community to provide them the support they need. Help them know we walk alongside them, that though these purple lights may go out, the light of our memories of those named this evening will not be dimmed or forgotten. Their spirits remain with us. Amen.
Music always feels like a good way to respond to the heavy emotions. And so I invite us to join in singing a simple song. It's known as a zipper song. So if you don't get the first verse, we just change a couple words and you might get the second or third verse. And since we have an a cappella group here today, I asked them to help me get a good note to start on. If you read music, it's hymn 100 in the gray hymnals in front of you, but we're going to hop around on the verses. So just follow the lyrics that I feed you. I've got peace like a river will be the first verse. Emily, would you mind helping me start that verse? Peace like a river, I've got peace like a river. I've got peace like a river in my soul. I've got peace like a river, I've got peace like a river. I've got peace like a river in my soul. Tears like raindrops. I've got tears like the raindrops. I've got tears like the raindrops. I've got tears like the raindrops in my soul. I've got tears like the raindrops. I've got tears like the raindrops. I've got tears like the raindrops in my soul. Love like an ocean. I've got love like an ocean. I've got love like an ocean. I've got love like an ocean in my soul. I've got love like an ocean. I've got love like an ocean. I've got love like an ocean in my soul. And finally, strength like a mountain. I've got strength like a mountain. I've got strength like a mountain. I've got strength like a mountain in my soul. I've got strength like a mountain. I've got strength like a mountain. I've got strength like a mountain in my soul. Thank you.
Hi, my name is Elizabeth Schernbeiner. I'm the Director of Journey to Safety, which is the domestic abuse program at Jewish Family and Children's Service. And it's an honor to be here tonight. First, the music was really beautiful. There's something so powerful in bringing our voices together, especially in song. So thank you, everybody, for singing. It was very sweet, and it was really nice that it was all in unison. I'm someone who likes to harmonize, but I actually really loved that it was just in unison. So in a few minutes, we're going to hear from a survivor of domestic abuse, and her focus tonight is going to be on the court system. Sadly, her experience is not unique, and this kind of situation, this kind of abuse through the court system, we talk about it sometimes as litigation abuse, is a way that people who are abusive or who cause harm can continue to harass the person, the survivor, long after they're a couple anymore. And it can exhaust their resources, survivors' resources. The costs are financial, their time, their energy, their emotional resources, things like attorney fees, lost wages, child care, transportation, parking. There's no magic fund for all of those things. So survivors often suffer huge financial consequences, as well as the emotional consequences, which have to do with having to engage again and again with a person who caused them harm in many ways in the system. And the system isn't especially trauma-informed or friendly all the time to survivors either. And then lastly, the stakes are so high often in court, particularly family law kinds of issues. There's child abuse, child support, and child custody at stake. And so it's a very stressful process. This post-separation experience is one that just goes on and on for many survivors. And our speaker tonight is going to address that from her own personal experience. And I want to thank you for coming and agreeing to speak to us tonight. To our audience, we are going to turn off the video for about 4 minutes, and then we'll turn.
Thank you. I'm Gladys Ortiz from Reach Beyond Domestic Violence. Thank you for being so brave and share your story with all of us. And that is why I am here today. I'm going to talk about the Say Yes on number 4 on the ballot. This is allowing the immigrant community to be able to drive. And this is a safety tool for victims and survivors of domestic violence. This is one of the steps of safety planning when we work with undocumented survivors. So we have been working hard with victims and survivors to be able to pass the act, the bill, and now it's a law here in Massachusetts. But we are now on the ballot, and it's question number 4. And if we vote yes, it will be safer. It's a win-win situation. The survivors, the victims, can be able to drive, and the state is going to feel safe because everyone will be taking a driving test. They need to insure the car. And then they're going to be able to drive the car. So that is question number 4 on the ballot. And thank you. Thank you very much.
Everybody, I guess I brought my candle with me. My name is Julie Udovan, and I am the Outreach and Program Coordinator at Journey to Safety, which is a program of Jewish Family and Children's Service with Elizabeth. So I first just want to express my own gratitude to all of you for being here today, and for those of you on live stream, thank you especially for hanging in with that when we went off the air for a minute. So if you're still out there, thank you as well. So thank you all for being here, for being present, for caring about this issue. And I guess my job is really to just pause for a moment. And the speakers that we've heard have been incredible and powerful. And it makes me wonder just what do these stories that we've heard and that we haven't heard tonight call on us to do? So this is the community call to action. So first of all, I just want to let you know that there are amazingly 5 dynamic, amazing, incredible domestic abuse service providers that serve Metro West and kind of this general area. And we are all here for you. Whether you yourselves are a survivor, are thinking about something that happened in your past, are thinking about somebody that you care about, or just are inspired or moved, you're here tonight for one reason or another and you want to do something. I want to let you know that all of the programs in the region, so it's Reach Beyond Domestic Violence Service Network, the Second Step, Voices Against Violence, and then our program, Journey to Safety, we are all here to support you. Please don't ever feel like you don't want to call because you don't want to take time away from a survivor and we don't want to bother us. We are waiting for your call. We are ready for your call. We have staff who are talking to survivors. We are fine, and we want to hear from you. So I just wanted to let you know that we are very much present in this community, and please be in touch for any reason if you want to get involved in any way or if you're looking for support. I also just wanted to let you know a little bit about where we're at. Our programs are really continuing to hear from survivors of abuse. COVID had an impact, right? I think everybody knows COVID was a difficult time and continues to be a difficult time. And the calls that our programs are getting, many of those calls are people who are calling with complex trauma, with deep needs, with really having a lot going on, folks who can't afford attorneys, folks who can't find affordable housing, folks who can't find mental health services. There's just a lot of need right now, and you're probably hearing that in different corners. So as people, kind of are moving away from thinking about the pandemic, not everybody, some people are still thinking about it every day, but as a community, we need to keep remembering that there's still a lot of need out there, and our programs and the roundtable are looking to you for our community, in our community for support. So we're really hoping to hear from you, whatever way you want to, whatever support means to you in terms of stepping up. We would love your engagement, and we really need it at this time. COVID had an impact and continues to have an impact. So the last piece that I want to talk about really briefly before I introduce you to Paul, who I don't know where Paul is, but wherever you are, Paul, who is the new president of the Roundtable. I just wanted to also put in a plug for prevention and outreach and education and all that we really need our community to do. So if you are able to invite people into your work or your faith community or your social group or whatever that is and host a program, one of the domestic abuse programs in the area, or contact the Roundtable, will provide the speaker. We'll do the legwork of bringing you a program, but what we need from you is that audience. And I will tell you that when we start talking to folks, quite often what happens is that people say, yeah, it's broken bones, it's black eye, I could spot abuse a mile away. And then when we talk about when we start talking about how abuse is really about controlling behavior, then we start to see a change. We start to see people going, well, there was that relationship. There was that person that I knew. There was that situation that I know about. And then we start to have a conversation about what abuse is and how to identify it and what to do if you see it, experience, or hear about it. But to have those conversations, we need you all to bring in those audiences. And so I ask, if you are able to organize a program, please do that and then get in touch with any of the service providers or with the Roundtable. And like I said, we will take it from there. So there are also a million other ways to get involved, and Paul is going to tell you more about opportunities with the Roundtable. So I will say the Roundtable has been lucky enough to have amazing leadership from Sue Rushforth for a number of years, and she has now passed the baton to Paul, and we are so, so lucky in this community that he stepped up and has taken on this leadership role, and I'm really excited for you to meet him if you haven't met him already. So Paul, where are you? Here we go. Thank you so much.
Thank you for that introduction. Hello, my name is Paul Crissetti, and I'm the president of the Sudbury, Wayland, Lincoln Domestic Violence Roundtable. First of all, I also wanted to thank all who have spoken before me, sharing deeply moving stories and feelings, especially the survivor speaker, for trusting us here today with such a powerful story. The Domestic Violence Roundtable is a community-based nonprofit dedicated to promoting safe and healthy relationships and raising public awareness about abusive and controlling behaviors. We pursue these goals by educating our communities, holding events, supporting agencies that provide services to abuse survivors, and mobilizing community leaders. If you're interested in helping the Domestic Violence Roundtable's cause, whether it be volunteering at one of our events, joining the board or one of its committees, making a donation, or another way, please let us know. We're a dedicated group of people who are always seeking new members to join us in doing this important work. And we're thankful for all the help that we get from community members, businesses, and organizations throughout the year. I'm also here representing the Roundtable's White Ribbon Group. The White Ribbon Campaign is a global movement of men and boys working to end men's violence against women and girls. Our local group was formed in 2019, and we aim to promote healthy and positive attitudes and behaviors and to create an environment free of fear and violence by advancing equity, justice, and dignity. We have organized major events, facilitated community conversations, and promoted a community-wide awareness of the global campaign. Like with the Roundtable, we're always interested in adding new members. Men need to recognize our role in ending domestic violence. So it's important that a movement led by men is raising awareness, generating discussion, and running events. I've said often that the subject of domestic violence is often in the news when something horrible happens. While that's an important time to get our message out, it's critical to keep this discussion top of mind all the time. That's why it's great that we have so many organizations that work to help the cause, and it's important that we commemorate Domestic Violence Awareness Month each year and hold vigils like this one. It's great to see so much purple around the area in commemoration of Domestic Violence Awareness Month, illuminated outside churches, including this one, town halls, police stations, and other buildings. I hope you'll join me in shining a purple light at your home for October. While we have a strong number of buildings participating now, wouldn't it be something if the whole area was awash in purple in a future year? That's just one goal we can work towards. Thank you again for the time and for this special vigil tonight.
In the 8 years I've been here, I think we've done this vigil 5 or 6 years now, and it's one of the things I look forward to and don't look forward to. Wish we didn't have to do it, but the weaving together of the communities, plural, through the work of the roundtable and through participation here in this event is just deeply meaningful. It really does take all kinds of resources and knowledge and support to be able to resist and fight back against the issue of violence. And I want to personally thank the speaker. It was 23 years ago when my son was 2 that I left my abuser. And it's good to be here today in a place that feels safe. In a moment after my benediction, I'm going to invite the Muses to come forward. And they are an a cappella group from Wayland High School. And we invited them because I hear they sound wonderful. And also Lauren Dunn Astley, who was a member of this congregation, was also a member of the Muses. And so we invite you to sing as part of, and a hopeful song for that vision of a better future. And our benediction comes from the Reverend Jim McGaw. When I say go in peace, I don't mean go in mindless oblivion. When I say go in peace, I don't mean go without challenging yourself or others. When I say go in peace, I don't mean go in utter ease and comfort. When I say go in peace, I mean go in peace, seeking justice. I mean go in peace, committed to equal rights and opportunities and safety for all. When I say go in peace, I mean go in peace that is created when together we build communities of true solidarity, deep compassion, and fierce, unrelenting love. Go in peace.